April 28th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to talk a little bit about Kansas City. And we're going to also talk about national security. And has it been breached? Oh, definitely. And had a lot of fun out in Las Vegas. Had a lot of fun. Me and my son enjoyed ourselves a lot out there. But as we went along, there was a lot of stuff we seen along the way, heard along the way, and seen along the way that probably didn't need to see. So where should we begin? Let's talk about the cybersecurity first out there that was breached. Now, just about a day before when we left out there, they've brought in people from all around the world here to help, say, basically here in the United States. Me and my son went to that, it was a zombie burlesque, basically, show. And I would recommend this show, guys, because it is funny. It's fairly reasonable, too. It can range from, I think, $46 all the way up to $65. Most of the time you can get it for in the mid-40s or whatever. But there was a guy that got called up on stage with his wife. Just younger guy, maybe mid-late 20s. And they were doing kind of like a game, kind of like a dating game, but to see how they knew one another after being married. I won't go into detail. It was really funny, but it's worth checking out. But this guy, he said he was in cyber security. He had been brought in here, and he was from Costa Rica. Now, I found that kind of interesting. Now, his wife didn't seem to... she's a nice lady and stuff, but they asked her some questions. She didn't know much about him. But I'm just thinking about some of this stuff. Now, I ran across a lot of stuff when me and my son was there. We went into over probably 28 different casinos out there and played. And had a good time. Won some. But there's a lot of stuff we did run across. Went to the Go Pool a couple, 3 days in a row out there at the Flamingo. And there's a lot of stuff going on out there. I actually seen a couple guys that were cartel at this pool. Makes me wonder how they were talking about how Vegas has got such a... Yeah, they got a sophisticated system, but how many people are they letting slide? Now, there's a good reason I say this. Because me and my son was sitting in a restaurant eating dinner, and there was a Russian talking to several other Russians in English. And he said that he was there illegally. But he had something on somebody there, and they weren't going to deport him. So what do you think about that, guys? I mean, to be sitting here in the United States, well, they see out there, they don't think nobody's listening. Everybody's either playing the slots, getting drunk, getting high, and doing something else on the side. But I found that very interesting. And then I thought, well, I wonder what was, did he give evidence? But it didn't sound like that. He sounded like he had something on somebody here in the government that was letting him slide. That doesn't sound good. I mean, we know that there's a lot of compromise here. We've got people from all over the world that's come in here, from Africa, Central America, Mexico, Russia, China. And there was even this... Oh, we went down to Fremont down there a couple nights in a row. Had a real good time. But we went down to what is it? I think it's Main Street Casino. And... there's a lot of strange people in there. And I mean, I don't know what... I get along with about any kind of nationality, that's, halfway decent and good. But this was I don't know what they were. Some of them, I think, look like Chinese. Some of the others, I don't know what they were. But it was weird that night. Now, the casino's pretty cool. And the buffet is great. They got one excellent buffet. I think they overtook the Wicked Spoon. I think they're better than the Wicked Spoon. I would recommend it completely. But we had to wait about an hour there too. And it was very, like I say, it was a long wait there. But it was very strange. I mean, like I say, they were acting very erratic for some reason. And let's see what else. Oh, getting back to the go pool. Well, I mean, it's Vegas. You got call gals out there. A lot of Mexicans, a lot of Latins all over. I mean, it's like having a billion chihuahuas everywhere. You turn around, you bump in one of them. But what I was found kind of surprising was at the go pool, there was white gals, older white gals, that was working there, kind of overseeing some of the stuff. And I don't know. Something else everybody should be looking at probably a little bit. Like I say, it is Vegas. Things go on everywhere. Kansas City, I mean, like I say, they got a fairly good ring here in Kansas City too. But when I used to go down there at Doc Holiday's down there, they were running lots of gals in and out, especially from the colleges and stuff. But something else I did come across too, like I say, a lot of trafficking. And then some of these, the difference between the regular Mexicans, Central Americans, you get the ones from Brazil or Venezuela or Argentina. There's totally different than if you got them from down in Tijuana, Mexico. You can tell by looks. You can tell how they handle themselves and stuff too. And there's some that are walking there that probably need to be checked. I mean, if those systems are as good as they say they are, boy, they better be rerunning some of those face recognition systems a little bit better. Oh, yeah, and by the way, there was something else come up a while back. Somebody told me that they were actually targeting people on these planes that went through TSA. I wanted to bring this up for a minute too, and I thought it was a joke. Well, now I don't know if it's a joke or not, because I went through, me and my son, when we left out of KCI. Anyway, it come up on the X-ray or their scanner. It's supposed to be using radio waves and stuff that bounce off. I wasn't sweaty or anything. My son, he went through the first, and he has sweat underneath his arms, but I wasn't sweating at all. And they said down my growing area. So that it indicated there was something down there, which I thought was weird. Now, I had shorts on. And I had some tight, underwear on. So I thought, okay, but I understood that supposedly they were doing this to target older people to deter them from flying, because the thing of it is because they have a hard time bending down and tying their shoes, getting their shoes on and off. And I thought it was a joke, but I don't know how much it is a joke anymore, because when I came back through out there in Las Vegas, this time I wore jeans. This time I wore cotton boxers, and they did it again. And then if they do that, then they make you take your shoes off. Maybe those Mexican guys are kind of on that other side. I've been told that. I think the Conservative Twins on YouTube, I'm not affiliated with any other YouTube channel, but I understand some of them are that way. I go more for the women myself. But I don't know. But down the line, I'm going to do another video. I'll show you what I was wearing. And I wanted the people to comment about that too, about the TSA. Because it made me really wonder. And there were some other people that looked like they were a little bit aggravated about some of them that they were doing that too. So I don't know. Somebody might need to take a look at. Maybe there's something wrong with their machines. I also asked too, logically I said, well, can it detect if you have a cyst or a tumor or something? Well, no, it supposedly doesn't penetrate that far. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I thought, well, maybe, if you had a cyst or a tumor underneath, maybe that could trigger it. But supposedly it doesn't go that far. Supposedly it goes to just about the surface of your skin. So I find that kind of odd. Especially, like I said, I was in jeans and I had tight underwear that one day on, and the other day, not so much. I mean, well, I had shorts on and tight underwear, and then I wore jeans and cotton boxers back, and they did it again. But they sure ain't worried about the ones running down on Las Vegas Boulevard. And there's some that's, I definitely shouldn't be here. And then the trafficking. Like I said, a lot of prostitution. And something else I've noticed in the last few times when I've been out there in Las Vegas are the black ladies. Now, there are some of them out there that also, do that night thing. And some of them, they have it rough out there. I think they're treated a lot rougher than the Latins and Mexicans out there. And when me and my son, we were walking back from the end of the strip, kind of down by from the Strat. But, well, we wasn't that far. There was about Circus. Coming back there was a young black lady that actually had a solid black eye, like her Pimp beat her up. Now, I bring this up, too, and I wouldn't have brought any of this up at all, but the first night we got there, I got woke up. Well, just like Kansas City, we like having fun. Got woke up at 4:44 a.m. in the morning, and with a guy saying, "I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him." Well, it can't be as bad as Kansas City. Actually, it wasn't as bad as Kansas City. Oh, but let's get on with this real quick because I only got 28 minutes here. So I look out the peephole, the door, and there's a guy going in right next door to us. So I'm going to kill him. Oh, boy. Waiting for the gunshots and everything else here again. Didn't hear nothing for a while. Then I heard yelling, screaming again. And then yelling. It went on for 1 hour. And then finally he left with his lady. And I guess the guy paid him with a voucher from one of the slot machines. I'm going to show that. So hold on. All right, guys. Let me find my pen. Now, here's the hand that you see here is the lady that he got. I guess he was going to kill that guy because he must not had no cash other than what he had on his from the slots and stuff there. But this is a guy, and there's the lady right there, and they're doing a lot. You can see, and like I say, this was about an hour went by. Nothing like being in Vegas the first night and having fun like that, right? Well, I mean, there's actually nothing to call. I guess you could call 911. How long would that take? And then how long would it, Here you go again. I mean, but I wanted to show that. And that's why I brought this up first. I got a lot of good stuff about Las Vegas. But I definitely wanted to show that. And to be aware of certain things. Okay, guys? Now, hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, everywhere you go, you have to watch. And to the older gentlemen out there that are in mid-40s to 50s to 60s and stuff, if you go to that go pool, want to be on watch. Because there's a lot of them that are intertwined there. And they're working it every day. Like I said, they got some white older gals that are trying to act younger. And then they have a lot of the Latins underneath them working underneath them. So you want to watch that. And didn't really expect to see that there. I expected, you see some. But not that heavy. And of course, everybody knows that the guys that hand out the cards and all the other BS and the things you see to your rooms and stuff, you don't want to do. I mean, common sense, people. You know, hopefully the guy's got halfway common sense there. But that was not good. Like I say, the black ladies there that also do work it, man, they got it rough. And not good. Not good. Like I say, we were, what was that Latin Mexican place we ate? What restaurant? Is it El Pastor or what is it?
Cabo Wago.
No. Where we eat just a couple of tacos at.
Tacos El Gordo.
Tacos El Gordo. Tacos El Gordo. That's where we were walking from, and this one lady, like I say, she's a young gal, man. Somebody beat her half up, man, real bad. So something to be aware of. Watch these people out there and stuff because there is stuff that needs to be watched definitely. Now, like I say, we went all over Las Vegas. So there's some people scared to go down on Fremont. Had a great time, man. Fremont was great, and met a lot of people. Met people from California, met people from Wyoming, Wisconsin, and interesting. It's interesting where these people are more, talkative and more open and not afraid. You got the Wyoming and Californians, real Californians. Yeah. Not some of the other Californians, but the real ones that have been out there for a long, long time. But it was a lot of fun. And I'm going to be showing a lot of good photos, videos, and stuff from out there. But I wanted to get this out there first. One thing, when we did get back last night here into Kansas City, though, I want to say something. We have the San Calagon weekend coming up, too. And Independence needs to be aware a little bit more, I think, because come back in. It was quiet. But guess what? First thing halfway coming back from up here at KCI, past 3 fire trucks. Man, it's just like those fire trucks, they're out everywhere, aren't they? Oh my God. We've had 4 go down today, but get this. All the time we were there, we only heard 4 times where fire trucks or ambulances with those fire trucks ran by. We were out there 7 days. And you're telling me here in Independence in Kansas City, Missouri, to run 3 miles or 2 miles down the road from here, that there's not something wrong with all these people doing these drugs and all this stuff here in Kansas City? I'll guarantee you there is. Because they ain't all running to car wrecks or fires. I'll guarantee you that. Not good. Had 4 run today. So that means all the time we were out there, heard 4 sirens. 4 fire trucks passed us. And we were up and down that strip all the way. That's crazy, man. That's not saying much for Kansas City because you got to understand how much more volume of people come in there into Vegas. That's insane, guys. That's insane. But what I was going to say about Independence, when we got back up here to where I told a couple years back and showed them dealing drugs up here at this BP service station at 23rd and Chrysler. Come back, there must have been 12 to 14 guys on bicycles last night. Now, these didn't look like kids. These look like adults. What were they doing? And they were all sitting in the dark at past 10 o'clock at night. I was thinking, well, I guess if you're going to run drugs up here at San Calagon and you get and make some money, you could run your bicycles all around the area, couldn't you, I guess? Maybe so. Maybe something Independence should be looking at a little bit before this happens. Because it starts tomorrow. But if a dash cam caught these guys in the dark, I will definitely show it here. Because that shocked me. I told myself, I said, I wonder what all those guys over there past 10 o'clock at night sitting on those bicycles behind that station. That's where I've shown them actually having a prostitute and biker sitting there. Well, it's just that back behind that BP station, man. I guess that's the thing here in Independence, Kansas City, Missouri. Anyway, guys, like I say, I got a lot of good stuff to show in Las Vegas. I wanted to talk about this first. And security-wise, a lot of stuff going on. Like I say. And like I say, that guy was from Costa Rica. They're supposed to be helping here in the United States out there in Vegas. So it makes me wonder, I mean, I don't know. To think that we had Silicon Valley and everything else, I can't believe that we don't have people here that can handle this situation a little bit better. Not good, guys. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. And I'll show you one cool thing. I can find it. Check this out, guys. Got this down there on Fremont at the plaza. And I got a deal too. I don't think I've posted it yet where they did the fireworks. I'll have to block the sound out, but because they have music going. But I'll show the fireworks being shot off. But a lot of fun. Had a great time. A lot of good food places we're going to be talking about too. But it just makes me wonder. Then it makes me wonder when I'm hearing a Russian say that he's not even supposed to be here. He's got something on somebody here in the government. Not good, guys. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.